see this playing out a lot like the 2017 bull market. I mean, here's basically where I'm at with this. I could draw parallels to this part, as in this shape, this archetype that we see. Does this archetype not look like many points on this ascension, right? So we've already come pretty far. We've come pretty far in this bull market. I mean, let's just say like about 10,000 to about 60,000. I mean, that's quite a ways. So do we have another 6x in us? I don't think so. I'm more inclined to think we're up here, right? I'm more inclined to think this little dip here is this dip here. That's what I think. But intuitively, it looks more like this one. You know, that's the one it looks like. So if you go that way, then it's like, okay, you have another 10x. I don't even. All right, so let's just be realistic here. Let's just play a little bit conservatively, okay? I know I hate to be conservative, but this is one of those times where you're going to be literally blessed with abundance either way. You know, conservative or not, you're going to probably get pretty filthy rich on this pump, even if we're all the way up here, right? Even if we're, you know, we have maybe 150% to go to the top, right? If that's where we're at here, maybe we're going to go another 100,000, another 3x. I don't know. You know, I want to, either way. So let's just look at the dates here. So we've got, you know, November 10th approximately to December 20th approximately. Okay, what happened during that time in the rest of the market? Let's just check it out. Let's go to XRP to start. So XRP, this is the point of everything right now. Look at XRP back in these times, right? So where does this big pump happen? I mean, this big pump happens, look at that, January 8th, right around this time. January, what's this? Come on. January 6th, right around this time. So this is, you know, a good 2 weeks after Bitcoin has had its major pump. And let's just corroborate January 5th with Bitcoin. So what was Bitcoin doing around January 5th? It had a second peak, and that peak did not come as high as the top. That's kind of your signal, like, let's, you know, if you bought this dip thinking you're going to keep going, that's your sign to be like, let's get the hell out of here, right? It's so hard to know, right? Though you can't know, because that could have easily looked, you know, like one of these dips. You see, like if I were to zoom in right there, you can see it's like, oh, buy the dip, and then it doesn't come as high. Okay, let's get out of the market because it's done. And that sure looked like that, right? Look at that moment in time all the way back in the summer leading up to this. Like that moment in time, I mean, it's hard not to think that it's over, right? But look how far it went after that, right? If you bought that dip, oh my, literally, I wasn't around at this point. But I mean, think about that. Who were the geniuses who realized what was actually going on right there? I mean, that is mastery. I'm sure some people made a lot of money by being really brave and buying that dip. Just like I do think people will make a lot of money by being brave and buying this dip. It's kind of a similar thing. But let's talk about the altcoins and how we have this peak around January 5th, the second high point after the top of the market. And how could we corroborate this high point? I'm saying look at other coins that went ridiculously ballistic. I mean, this is what? I mean, that's insanity. So literally from, you know, this took a while here. Like this wasn't overnight. I'm on the daily chart right now. But I mean, just before Bitcoin topped out, XRP hadn't done anything. It was just chilling. It was literally consolidating. And then Bitcoin has its high point. XRP starts traveling. And on that second high point for Bitcoin is when XRP topped out. And basically what I'm saying is this sucker went from about, let's just call it whatever, 23, 22 cents all the way to, you know, $3.50. It's like a 16x, 17x. That's insane. Like that's enough to be like, okay, like let's you know, get out of the market here, because that's crazy, especially when this high point is corroborated with this second top right here. on Bitcoin. That's a big clue right there. And let's look at XLM. Kind of tells a similar story. So look where XLM is, back in November, around 3 cents. It has an insane move, up to about 92 cents. And where's the top of that? About January 6th, that same top for Bitcoin, or that same second top for Bitcoin, is when XLM hits the ultimate ridiculous move that is just insanity, like literally insanity. So there's your other clue, right? So let's keep in mind that the altcoins are going to tell us where the top of Bitcoin is. That is a really big one. I'll just do one more example here with CVC. I mean, CVC is another coin that was around at the time that tells us another story. Like, this sucker topped out right at that same time. All these altcoins are going literally parabolic. Let's just look at another classic like OMG. See, January 9th, it's going freaking parabolic by the time that Bitcoin is had its basically that final moment. EOS, like, just look at how EOS behaved in 2017. I mean, this is another really interesting case here, because look at EOS, right? January 16th, it looks like that's the top of EOS, right? And that would make so much sense. How on earth did EOS keep going after this massive dip? Who would have seen that coming? Literally, who could have put that together in their head, that EOS was going to have another 4x in it after it crashed all the way down? Because look what Bitcoin was doing in, end of April in 2018. Like, where was it? It was over here. Like, right around here. Jeez, this is a very unpredictable market. And that's the point I'm trying to get across here. Like, we have to be conservative because of how unpredictable this thing is, right? We got to be taking profits the whole way. I think it's fair to expect 10x in certain altcoins. I don't think it's unreasonable to expect XRP to move 10x from this spot. I would say when it does move 10x from this spot, and it might look like Bitcoin is reaching one of these blow-off moments, these altcoins are going to tell us, is that a final moment? Can this altcoin go any steeper than it already is? I mean, it's really going to tell you what's up. So get ready to take profits. I mean, this is coming like this week. It might be. I mean, this is imminent, and this is a really special time to be involved in this. So many people are going to start buying, in a couple of weeks, and we're already going to be up, considerably. So we're very safe at this point. I do not think we're going to see a move to the downside. I hate to say definitively anything because I really have no idea, but it just seems like we've really gotten that support where we needed to get that support. And I think we're just going to move to the upside from here. So maybe a last moment to buy some cheap stuff, but honestly, like, nothing is particularly cheap at this point. Like, so much stuff is already moved, and it's moving right now. I mean, it's going to be a crazy week. I think this week coming up is going to be life-changing, or the start of something very life-changing for a lot of people. So get ready, guys. This is going to be fun, all right? Think gratitude. Be very, very grateful for the opportunity to be involved in this at this time and take profits based on gratitude. And good!
Back with another rap, fully automatic first draft. Never looking behind or wondering why I spit these rhymes time after time, calling you blind, designing these signs to remind you why you need your fucking eyes open wide to actualize your desire to acquire peace in your own mind. Besides hindsight, your only crime is trying to hide your inner light instead of letting it shine.